In this tutorial video, we're going to learn how to use markers with the master unit. So there are two kinds of markers: a single marker, which is just a location, a position on the timeline, and then a cycle marker, which has a beginning and an end. And a cycle marker can be used to loop a section of the project to play over and over again. But it also can be used for things like ADR, for creating a take. If we're going to replace a line in the dialogue, the line has a beginning and an end. It has a duration, and we'll use a cycle marker for that. So here on the master unit in the keypad section, we can set the keypad into marker mode by pressing that button there. Now the functions of the keypad are designated for markers, and this is how it works. If we want to, let's say we're looking at this song and we want to mark a point in time in the music. So if I position the cursor at the point where I want to create a marker, I can hit the set button and then hit enter. And now you can see here on the screen, you can see this marker that we just created. Now also on the touch screen, you'll see information about the markers as well. But right now I want to focus on the keypad and how to create and then locate between these markers. So let's say I want to create a couple more. Let's say one right here. I'll go set and enter. Then another one here, set and enter. Now there we go. I've got 3 markers in the project. Now if I want to locate to the marker, I can do a couple different things. I can use the previous marker button to step back to the previous marker on the timeline. Previous again. Go to the next, etc. I can even use these arrows to go previous and next, like this. Very simple, very easy. I can also type in the number of the marker to locate to that marker. So let's say I wanted to go over here to marker 3, without clicking like that, I can just type in a 3 and hit enter. 2, enter. 1, enter. So if you set up your markers numerically in order and you know which number correlates to what marker that you want to locate to, you can just simply use the number of the marker, enter it, 3. So now let's set a cycle marker. In order to set a cycle marker, you need 2 positions. You need a beginning and an end. And so we use the left and right locators for this. So if I position the cursor somewhere and I set the left locator, then I set the right locator. Now I put the keypad into cycle mode and set and enter. Now I've created that cycle marker right there. If I wanted to create another one, set left, set right, and now set enter. As long as the cycle marker button the cycle button is lit, the functions you perform here will affect cycle markers, not regular markers. So if I take this off, hit 3, I will go to the 3rd marker. If I turn this on and go to 2, I will go to the 2nd cycle marker. And again, I can step through the markers using the arrow keys or the next previous keys, those 2. So there you have it. That's how you create single markers and cycle markers using the master unit. And you can then, of course, use the keypad to locate between those markers. We'll have more navigational tutorials coming up.